Så allvarligt, Hanna. Welcome to the University of Life, the place to be to find your inner self, where I, Yasmin, bring the wandering together to form the living forever. Now, if you're thinking about becoming an exchange student, then this episode is for you. Now, I myself was an exchange student in America when I was 17 years old, and you can watch the videos in the playlist that I've linked above. It impacted my life in such a positive way that I constantly encourage other high school students to consider becoming an exchange student when they've passed their exams. I went abroad for 10 months staying in the best host family. I also attended such an amazing high school where I was an exchange student in the senior class. Keep in mind that being an exchange student and taking a complete year off is a little bit different than studying or interning abroad. As a foreign exchange student, you attend the high school in your country of choice while also staying with a host family. So, with that being said, here are 3 main reasons why you should become an exchange student. Number 1, discover a new culture. One of the main reasons I wanted to be an exchange student was to discover what it was like to live as a local in a different country. I picked America as I was so transcended by the movies, TV shows, and music that was being made there. I felt like I could completely fit in as the open-minded modern Westerner. Living with a host family had me completely dive into this new world, and at the same time have me feeling completely at home. The thing is, you don't only learn a new language or, the people there, but you also learn more about the mindset that's happening in such a country, how communities are formed, and how people think differently about the future. It's crazy to put it next to the perspective that you've known your whole life and that has formed the person that you are today. So from learning a new culture, I gained a wider perspective and greater understanding of the world in all its complexity and glory. It made me want to work harder for what I believe in, and also appreciate both similarities and differences from not only your own, but other people's cultures. Number 2, time to think. Now, when I was in my exam year of my high school, I felt the largest pressure to pick a study or at least have the slightest idea as to what I see my future looking like. Being a foreign exchange student gave me so much time to think. It was actually a breather from the society back home, who expected this 17-year-old girl to know who she is, know what her passions are, and also know what job she wants to have in 4 years. Life unfolds fast, and when you're in college or university, that train goes even faster. So before you make a decision for the next step, use that time with yourself to do the following. Better understand what you stand for. What are your beliefs and values that you have grown up with? And which new beliefs have you gained from being abroad? Find out what it is about being abroad that you may be missing out on back home. Being aware of this is the first step in consciously implementing your growth and thought process back home. 3, stepping out of your comfort zone. It was my mother that suggested I take a look at being an exchange student. It was actually her dream when she was 16 years old, though my grandparents never let her due to fear of safety in the late 80s. This support from my parents played such a large role in me taking that step out of my comfort zone. When you're 17 years old, you're still so pure and young when it comes to understanding the world. For me, it was the first time that I would be away from home for months. It's so scary, yet so worth experiencing the younger that you are. Stepping out of your comfort zone helps you expand your comfort zone and experience things that you thought were once pretty frightening. In other words, being an exchange student is critical for your personal growth, for your journey to become a complete you. Now, I would love to hear from you. Why do you want to be an exchange student? And if you've already been an exchange student, how has that experience formed you? Comment below and let us know. Stay on your lane and keep moving forward. Keep your eyes on the horizon towards your city center. And I will see you next time. Keep dreaming and believing.